Hi, my name is Salma Arif, and I'm going to be talking about why Frankenstein by Mary Shelley is a great source of literature. Let's start off with the summary. Victor, Frankenstein is a story about a scientist named Victor Frankenstein who studies the natural philosophy and chemistry at the University of Ingolstadt. His lifetime goal is to bring the dead back to life, and to pursue this dream, he leaves his friends and family and separates himself to bring life into a creature. After realizing what he has created is a monster, he leaves the monster all on his own to hear the cruel comments from society on the way he looks. After the monster realizes how he came to be, he seeks revenge on his creator's family to avenge his own sorrow. Then the monster begs Victor to create a mate for him, a monster equally grotesque, to serve as his sole companion. Horrified by the consequence of his work, Victor destroys his new creation, and by that the monster is very angered. And again sets off to kill Victor's friends and family, to leave Victor all alone at the end. After the monster has killed everyone who's related to Victor, Victor vows to devote the rest of his life to finding the monster and exciting his revenge. Victor uses a ship owned by Robert Wilson to find the monster. Later on, Wilson finds Victor dead and sees the monster weeping over Victor. The monster tells Wilson of his immense solitude, suffering, hatred, and remorse. He asserts that now that his creator has died, he too can end his suffering. The monster then departs for the northmost ice to die. So that was the summary. The three reasons that Frankenstein is a great source of literature is: 1, the critical commentary; 2, the author's message, which is playing God; and my personal reason, which is people can take in so much. The first reason is critical commentary. The first reason is why this novel is an excellent example of great literature is because of the great critical commentary that exists on this book. For example, critical commentary made by Tracy Caldwell. She states that in Shelley's story, both Frankenstein and his monster suffered the effects of being cast out of society. The impact of outward appearance on social reception is greatly emphasized in the text, from physical attractiveness or lack thereof, to reaction to the creature in cruelized in society. Frankenstein, this makes Frankenstein a great piece of literature because Shelley talks about how people are constantly judged, and that the monster was judged by his appearance, like how people are judged by their appearance, race, religion, sexuality, and etc. This issue is still present today, and a lot of people can relate to the monster. The second is the author's message, which is playing God. The second reason is the author's message, which is playing God. For example, life and death appear to me ideal bond, which I should first break through and pour a torrent of light into our dark world. A new species would bless me as his creator and source many happy and excellent natures, and owe their being to me. This quote illustrates Victor's likeness to God, given he is naming himself as one who can bring a new species to earth. Essentially, Victor raises himself up above all other in mankind. He then, unlike mankind, proves to believe himself to be like God. Shelley is trying to illustrate that it is morally wrong to play God like Victor has. He cannot justify this, and he has made a terrible mistake, one that he wrongly does not try to face. He has brought the dead back to life from using different dead parts of human. He he leaves his creation completely oblivious to the outside world to fend for himself. Shelley believes science and technology were moving too swiftly during the Industrial Revolution, so by showing the impact of the within Victor experiment, she is able to present what she believed to be morally wrong at the time. The third reason is my personal reason, which is people can take so much. For example, I continued for a reminder of the day in my hovel in the state of utter and stupid desire. My protector had departed and had broken the only link that held me to the world. For the first time, the feeling of revenge and hatred filled my bosoms, and I did not strive to control them, but always myself to be borne away by the stream. I bent my mind towards injury and death. This quote pretty much states how the monster had enough of being nice to people and still being judged on his appearances and wants revenge. Society behaves immorally, but this is unfixable. Shelley shows it is ethically wrong to treat people so severely and can only lead to further destruction. The creation only reacts on the unjust way as he feels trapped and forced to act like this through anger and frustration from such a cruel world and Victor's wrongdoings. In conclusion, Frankenstein is a great source of literature, judging from the positive critical commentary, also the relatable message, the greatly relatable message to today's society, plus my personal reason, which is you can only take so much. The gun keeps loading and one day they'll be shooting. What I mean by that is a person can take in so much and one day they're just gonna explode, just how the monster did with killing all of Victor's relatives. Overall, Mary Shelley wrote a very inspiring Gothic novel, as it states very relatable context which still applies to this era. Thank you so much.